All right, I know a lot of your trade deadlines have already passed in Dynasty Football, but some of you are still active. So I'm going to keep doing this Dynasty Trades video. Let me know if you guys like this series. I think you guys do. A lot of you guys comment on these videos. Like the video to show some support. Subscribe if you like Dynasty Football content, if I can speak. And I'm going to go through our Discord and look at all of your Dynasty Football trades. Quick fire reaction, quick fire grade, and decide a side. If you want your trades to be considered, join our Discord with the link in the description. Anytime you post a screenshot of your trade, it is considered for this video series. All right, so let's start at the top here with Mike. It says, I'm the commish. This got accepted by my league. Okay. Oh gosh, that's gonna cause some controversy. I don't know why the certain people in the Dynasty community are extremely excited for OBJ. And I'm not even high on Cooper Kupp, but what is this? You know, like, that's clearly Cooper Kupp wins. I don't know what to say. Good luck with your league. Mosav says, contending, I have Higbee and Hurst at tight end. 23 pick is most likely 105 to 106. Having doubts after Lamar's injury and Andrews' last 3 games. Should I keep it or withdraw it? Okay. All right. So Mark Andrews for Hayden Hurst and a first. Yeah. If I'm competing, I have Lamar Jackson, then I don't have concerns to go out and buy a Mark Andrews like this. Yes, I would want to keep my first round pick, but if I'm competing and I have Hayden Hurst and Higbee, neither of those guys are reliable. I can get the tight end 1 in Dynasty Football right now, who is only 27 years old, finished as the tight end 1 last year, despite injury issues this year, still the tight end 2 in scoring. So yes, I'm more than happy to take the Mark Andrews side of this deal. That seems like a very, very good deal for the Mark Andrews side of the trade. Justin's K says, barring a Hollywood 25-point game tonight, the pick will be between 23 and 28. Okay. So Cortland Sutton for a second and 23 to 28. How big are your leagues? That would be like a 23 to 28 would be a third round in a 12-man league. Okay, let's just assume this is a mid-second. This is probably what Cortland Sutton costs at this point. With Russell Wilson looking the way he is, and Cortland Sutton not necessarily helping him. Like he looks like he lost a little bit of a step. I'm not sure I want to invest in Cortland, but if this is a mid-second, I would say it's pretty even value. All right. Spacker says, I'm bottom. I'm in rebuild mode. He's 11-2 and 1 flex player away from almost guaranteed chip. Had to make him overpay. Okay. So we have defenses here. So interesting that people play with defenses in Dynasty. You just get the whole defense. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but defense is so unpredictable. I would feel I'm okay with some of the redraft leagues that I have defenses in. It's fun. It's with the home league, but in Dynasty, it's like, do I really want to lose a Dynasty league that has so much strategy in it because I faced the Panthers and they somehow got a pick 6 that week? You know what I mean? But anyway, Gabe Davis, Nico Collins for Lockett. Obviously, you prefer the Eagles defense right now. Yeah, pretty even deal. I would say you probably prefer the Gabe Davis side of that, even though he's been pretty up and down. But again, I don't play with defenses in Dynasty, so I couldn't give great feedback on that one. All right, we have Spacker says, not a blockbuster, but 12-team PPR, 1 quarterback. Okay, 1 quarterback format. So someone gets Wandale, the other side gets Watkins and Ritter. So really, Watkins is never really going to develop into a superstar or a guy you're starting. But it's Ritter and Wandale here. And in a Superflex league, this would easily be the Ritter side. But in a non-Superflex format, I'm not so certain that's the case. If Ritter can develop and become the starting guy, the answer, then great. I think he has some serious accuracy issues that he needs to work through. And I'm not certain that he's a starting quarterback in the NFL. I think he's a very, very good backup. So I probably would prefer the Wandale side of this. Then again, I avoid those kind of players because of their size and their limitations and their role in the NFL. So that's a tough call, man. I think it's pretty even value. I probably prefer Wandale in a 1 quarterback league though, but that's a really, really tough call. All right, the next trade we have here is from Fight On. He says, last minute trade. to the number 1 seed who just lost Kyler. 12-team Superflex, start 10. Wide receivers after the trade are JJ, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Waddle, London Burks, Amari Cooper, Dobbs, Sky, and Michael Thomas. Okay, so we got Burks. We sent away Elijah Moore, Purdy, and a second. Yes. I am loving the Treylon Burks buy here. I would absolutely send this package away for Treylon Burks. You guys know I've been a huge Burks supporter, a huge Burks buy, and all the lows this entire offseason. I've been constantly saying on this channel, buy. And I really like this type of deal for you. I'm happy you got Burks there for sure. All right, Black Hawkage. This is a pretty straightforward deal. Send away a couple young studs for future draft capital. Breece Hall is probably worth, he's probably on the edge of like that, a second, maybe two first or a first and a second. He's probably right on the edge. And Watson, freak athlete. I think we should be buying Watson if people are selling. But there are some real concerns for good reason around Aaron Rodgers' future, so I understand that. This is pretty even value, honestly. It really depends on where those picks are, because if they're early, you might lean that way. But this is pretty even value. You got to wait on Breece Hall, though. It is the long game if you get the Breece Hall side of this deal, no doubt. All right. Mostav says 10-team Superflex tight end premium starting next year. My team is in the playoffs with the 1 seed. Okay, we looked at this trade already. I like the Andrew side. Okay, so Mostav says context 12-team Superflex PPR 6-point passing touchdowns. I have Mahomes, Herbert as my quarterback, JJ, AJ Brown, CD Olave, and Lockett as a wide receiver. The first pick is late, second is mid. Should I make this trade? So Watson in a first for AJ Brown in a second. No. Honestly, look, if I'm doing a startup today, I'm taking Deshaun Watson over AJ Brown. AJ Brown has been fantastic. He's been incredible. He's only 25 years old and everyone's top 5, if not top 3 in Dynasty football. But I get a first round pick and I get a quarterback who should be returning to his elite form very soon. We already saw him take steps towards that this last week. Biggest contract in history. And you get the first. I'm going the Deshaun Watson side of this deal personally. But obviously you don't need Deshaun Watson if you have Mahomes and Herbert. Yeah, it depends on what you want to do there. But I think there is more value with the Deshaun Watson side. But it is pretty close. All right. Charm says 12-team Superflex. The picks I have, the range they could have been at the time of the trade 2 weeks ago. They ended up being 102, 106. I am completely rebuilding. Have the 101 plus 4 other later first round picks. Okay, you're getting Allen in this deal. Okay, so basically Lamar Jackson, Dulcich, and a first for Josh Allen and a first. This is easy. You take Josh Allen. So where's that first going? 102 and 106. So I think you're saying that this is the 106 and this is the 102, basically. I'll take Josh Allen. I'm still going to get a really good talent at the 106. If that's running back, wide receiver. Yeah, this is easy Josh Allen for me. For sure. Not even a question in my mind. Gregory says 12-team Superflex, 1.5 tight end premium. Picks are late. I'm the 3rd seed. All right. Kelsey, Mac Hollins, Hodgins, 3rd. Let's be honest, the only player I really care about at the top is Travis Kelsey. Mac Hollins could develop into a fantasy relevant receiver. We'll see. But you get a first and a second for Kelsey. That's pretty good value, man. The picks are late. If you're competing, I don't mind it, but I'm not a big fan of buying a tight end like Travis Kelsey at this point. 33 years old. I know he's elite right now, and I know it feels like he's never going to have a cliff where he drops off, but it will come. It comes for every tight end. It came for Antonio Gates, Tony Gonzalez, Shannon Sharp. The list goes on and on and on. It always comes for you. So I would much rather infuse my team with youth than kind of bet on Kelsey for the next year or two. I got to take the pick side of this personally, but I know a lot of people will disagree, and that's okay. And if Kelsey helps you win a championship, then it won't really matter. Ponytails. It says 12 teams, start 10 full PPR. Basically gave up the 101 Lance and London for AJ Brown, Pittman, Trevor Lawrence, and a late first. Okay. I'm going to go this trade by trade, to be honest. This first trade, Trevor Lawrence for Trey Lance and Drake London. That's a pretty even deal. Trevor Lawrence is completely breaking out at this point. I think the big question mark here is, can Trey Lance, can he become the quarterback we wanted him to be? And will they have patience for him, or will they move on to another option? I know the draft capital is there for Trey Lance, but it still has to be a concern. So probably lean Trevor Lawrence, but again, I think this could easily go Trey Lance's way if he becomes a top 12 guy in the next couple years. And the other side of this deal is easily the AJ Brown part. Although that's a late first. So this is the 101. Oof. I mean, I'm probably still taking AJ Brown side of this, man. Yeah, that's close. But if Bijan's going to cost that much, I might be selling Bijan when I get him. All right, Cheese Dip says, I get Murray and Chase, 8-team, full PPR, tight end premium. That is a late first I'm giving away. I'll have the 101 and another mid to late first. Not sure how I feel about it with Kyler Murray's injury. Okay, so you get Kyler Murray, Jamar Chase. You move Watson, Higgins, Etienne, and a first. Oof. Yeah, I mean, look, right now, that looks tough. Kyler Murray's only 25 years old, but he definitely has like a year and a half recovery ahead of him before he becomes his old self. So I definitely think we lean the Watson side here. I already had Watson ahead of Murray in my Dynasty rankings before the injury. You get Higgins, who I love, Etienne, who I love, and a first. Yeah, I gotta take that side of this deal, unfortunately. I'm sorry, man. All right, that is all the deals for today. Comment down below what you think about these. It's okay if you disagree, that's fine. Like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you in a future one.
Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos.
Watch it.
You can also subscribe.
Right now.
If you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/FantasyLand fam.